So what's the lesson of all of this stuff with the disuie? I told you that's the most fascinating part of the law is this disuie. That it's probably still a good idea to utilize a trust on the first spouse's death. That's the lesson. Because if instead of leaving everything to the first spouse, we do it the old-fashioned way. I'm sorry, leave it to the surviving spouse. We do it the old-fashioned way. We leave the $5 million on the first spouse's death into a trust. That's not going to be added to the surviving spouse's estate. It's covered by the $5 million exemption that the first spouse has. The disuie is 0, but the wife's estate, instead of being $10 million, now is only $5 million. There's $5 million in a trust. We don't need a disuie, and we've preserved the first spouse's exemption at $5 million. And it doesn't matter if she remarries. In fact, she can freely remarry, and if she remarries and then that second husband dies, what's her estate tax exemption? She's got her $5 million. She gets the disuie from the last spouse that died, and she's still got $5 million in the trust on the first spouse's death. Okay? The other thing that I like about doing it the old-fashioned way with trusts is that $5 million that goes into the credit shelter trust will appreciate, especially if it's not used or only used in emergency circumstances. If you assume the rule of 72, which is money doubles every 10 years at a 7.2% return, you know, that $5 million could become $10 million, could become $20 million, depending upon how long the surviving spouse survives. And even though the estate tax exemption is going up, the disuie is not. Remember, I think I said the estate tax exemption is indexed, but the disuie isn't. Okay? And this ensures that the wealth stays in the family as well. That's another benefit. We do trusts on the first spouse's death, and we've been doing them for years, even where we have rather modest estates, especially when the exemption got up to $3.5 million. And there's other reasons to do them. And let's say that the husband leaves everything to the, well, let's reverse it a little bit. I don't want to be sexist. Wife dies first, leaves everything to the husband. But she's worried that the husband is going to go out and marry some woman 20 years younger than him and leave everything to her and not to the children. Having a trust which gives the spouse, the surviving spouse, benefits during his life, but at his death, it's ensured that it's going to go to the children of this marriage, well, that makes sense even regardless of taxes. So there's another reason why you should continue to use the credit shelter trust. And then we have New Jersey estate tax issues. Okay? New Jersey has an exemption of $675,000. Now, even though some of you may not deal with clients in the estate planning arena who have estates of $5 million or more, I'm virtually certain that you're dealing with clients who have over $675,000. And that's the New Jersey exemption, $675,000. And the reason why the New Jersey exemption is so low is because we need the money. Okay? And the simple fact is that it's not going away. In fact, the governor, who you all know how he feels about taxes, he has proposed only a modest increase of the New Jersey estate tax exemption to $1 million.